Good day, everybody, and welcome back to Glen Isla. Well, today I think what we're going to do is we will hop up here, and I think what we're going to do is carry on from where we left off the last time, which basically means I need to get this fella started, and he's putting down the oilseed radish. Let's just see. Yeah, the course is still loaded, so we'll start at the nearest waypoint, and he should be good to go. We'll just start at the nearest waypoint, which he basically is on. Look at that, magically just picks up where he left off from the last episode. Now I see that there's some changes now in the HUD. Just to point them out, trying to find them again myself. Where is it here? Come on, show yourself. I guess maybe it's right here. Yeah, okay, there's the pathfinding, which we have deactivated. Turn on field now. We can activate or deactivate that, as the case may be needed. I think I'll leave it on for now. They also have this thing called the mini HUD. Where is it now? I lost it. And that's what we're seeing at the bottom of the screen now. There it is. It's activated. If I deactivate it and then clear the HUD, you don't see anything. Now watch, I'll put it back on, and now you're left. Well, I can't even bring up the mouse to point it out to you, but look at the bottom of the wheel there. Basically it's, they call it a mini HUD, but I don't know what information is relevant there that I would need to leave that up, except to say that I'm on field 2 with the seeder, which I can obviously see. So I'm not sure where they're going with that, or if it's still a bug that is not showing the complete HUD itself. But yeah, that's what's going on there. And so we'll clear this. I'll re-expand my mouse out here. He's laying down the oilseed radish. I believe we're probably going to have to follow up with the... I'm not sure we'll need the lime this time around, as we just did it, I think, just prior to that crop coming off. So, let's jump out here. And I believe... where is it now? This lime is not quite done. Tell you what, let's just manually finish this field off, and I don't think we need to go back to the other fields over there, because I think we've already done both. Yes, we have 26 and 27 that we created in the green belt are done, so I don't think that's an issue. We'll just quickly manually finish him off. We don't do that very much lately these days. Turn out just gently this way. Grab the last of that, which I left another patch for myself. Almost like robbed Peter to pay to Paul, that one, didn't I? See what I mean? Like how close I get with that trailer because I'm turning the other way, he doesn't get it. Bit of a physics issue there, I think, that Giants needs to address. We've got a couple little innuendos up there. Now I believe with the latest iteration of the Courseplay, they have addressed these tiny little patches that are being left behind at the ends of the fields. Now that may only work on turn being selected rather than, say, smoothing. If you've been using Courseplay for a while, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we'll fold him up, because I don't think there's any fields out there that need lime yet. No, we've got it covered. Okay, now here's the one problem with growing in the green belt like that. It will not tell you the field condition, just because the map, the field number does not appear in the PDF. I'm wondering if there's a way to address that. I mean, once we create a field and we number it, the PDF or the mini map. I keep calling it a PDF. I'm not sure that I'm using the right term there, but I know what a PDF is, by the way. But I believe there should be a way to actually make them show up in the mini map as well as field condition. And you would think if there's a crop growing there that in fact it would whoops, now that wasn't very good. You would think in fact that it would show up just by virtue that there's a crop growing there. Okay, let's jump back into the whoops, wrong one, John Deere. Now I believe these are actually carrots, not onions, but for some reason they show up purple. Growth, yeah, definitely ready to harvest. So I believe what we need to do is find ourselves a machine capable of harvesting carrots. Now, I actually attempted to do this in another episode, but I ran into a problem that, and I'm not sure if it's because of this map or the fruit that we've got in the ground, or if the actual problem lay with the machine I was using to harvest or attempt to harvest the carrots with. There may be an issue, but we're going to find out here soon enough. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pop over to the store, or into the shop, shall we say, and we're going to attempt to purchase a carrot harvesting machine and see if we can't take those carrots off. Okay, so let's jump out of this. Whoops. And we'll visit the shop, and I have lined up a, where is it now? I think it's in the Beat Technology under a mod, and I believe, no, is it? No, it can't be. Yeah, it says it does carrots. And that, this one said it, this is the one that I actually tried to use, I believe, and it would not harvest them. Oh, there's the mod I was looking for. This one does carrots. So if I purchase this, I'm not sure what, okay, let's see, I think we'll go with that. Capacity, extension. Where's my capacity there? I lost it. 160,000. Oh, that's fuel extension. And okay, let's just lease this. And I believe we need to pick up the header. Under headers, I think. Oh no, it's under the multi-fruit, I think. Carrot. But you can see, let me go back there for a second. I actually modded it to do carrots, onion, potatoes, and another form of carrot. I guess that's still a carrot, though, is it not? Not okay. I don't know. It is what it is. That's what we're going to go with. And we'll lease that. Hey, whoops, I said lease. Yes, okay. I said lease. Yes. Okay. Now do I have two carrot headers? Anyways, let's just bring up, there it is, the Homer 1165. Oh, I did get two headers. Whoops. Okay, let's, which end do I have to grab? Looks like the back side here. Boy, they sure made it tight for me to get at that thing, didn't they? And we'll just teleport ourselves back to field 5. Whoops. I hate it when that happens, and I'm not sure exactly how that happened. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're obviously not seeing the same screen as me. Okay, so let's go over and try and start him. Now, I believe I'm going to have to do 2 headlands on this field just because of the length of the machine. I don't want him getting caught in this trees or bushes or headers behind, or fences behind me. Okay, so let's bring up the Courseplay. Well, first of all, you know what? Let's see this thing even going to work. So we'll select the front header. We'll lower it. Oh, that is lowered. We'll fire it up. Oh, I have to unfold it first. It was unfolded. Unfold the harvest machine. And if I fire it up, I want to see it actually take the tops off. No, it doesn't. Isn't that interesting? So I believe carrots are not going to work in this map, and it is a multi-fruit map. I may have to update my version of the map. I know they were having some problems with it, and I think I just discovered the first one. So let's shut him down, and we'll fold him back up. We'll fold him back up. So it wasn't the original machine that I tried to harvest it with. It is, the problem is with the crop itself. So, how unfortunate. We're going to have to plow that in. So, let's go and grab our plow. So in between this episode and the next one, I will. I know that they were working on some issues with it, the multi-fruit map, and wouldn't you know it, the first episode that I'm actually going to attempt to harvest the multi-fruit, it doesn't work. Okie dokie. Well, at least we'll be able to go right straight to putting another crop in, because by plowing this in, and with seeding, laying the next seed down, we'll be at full fertilization. Whoopsie. I'll have to come back for that. Don't you just hate plowing in a crop? You know, even if the government pays you to do it. Never heard of that? Government paying you to plow in a crop? It happens a lot. One thing I really notice about this Dutz though, and it may be because it technically before I modded it is a medium tractor, and this is a very large plow, but I do notice it likes to wander. Okay, I'm going to try and plant that little thing right on the nose. And 1 minute it's pulling left and the next minute it's pulling right. Now, it could possibly be these balloon tires. I'm wondering if they do affect it in that way. Hard to tell. Okay, so we're going to go straight to a seed on this field. Not a very big field. I think maybe I'll... I know I've got wheat growing in one of them. I think it might be one of those other fields out in the green belt. I'll have to double check that. Or is it this one here? Or did we just... No, we just put oilseed radish down in that one. Okay, so... it may be in this... I have to double check here what field's got what going on in it. Let's put the plow back for now. Okay, let's go take a look. What is growing where? I think these are both just oilseed radish. Oh, this field, what do you mean it needs lime? I did this one, I swore it did. Oilseed radish. Oh, this one's got the wheat going in. I swore I did that field with lime. Okay, well, that gives us something to do. We'll go over there and drop the limer in there, and the limey. Plot a course for him with the Courseplay. Put him back to work. Now, might want to fill that up with lime first. And I did fix the paddles on my wheel. For whatever reason, they were lost in the profile I had saved and then re-imported after I rebuilt my windows. And we'll set him up to start somewhere around here. Okay, so this is going to be a spreader, not a tool. Oh, and another thing that they did to change the way it all works. Oh, sorry, in this one, deactivated the mini HUD, and to actually plot the course now, I'm going, oh, hang on, where did it go? And where the heck is it now? Course generation. I wish they wouldn't have done that and left the sprocket. Let me go back so you see that again. They used to have, when I brought this up, there used to be the gear sprocket here, and I just clicked there. This is course generation, this is course generation. Okay, so, yeah, somebody's ding-donging me there. But what they've done now is under the play here, they go to course generation. Anyways, we have to load. This is field 27. Whoops. And for some reason it's not there. Okay, isn't that interesting? All right, well, let's go back and we will calculate current field's edge path. This is 27. And add it to the list. We'll go back to start course. Oops, sorry, back one. Uh-oh. How do I get back to where I was? Close that, perhaps? See, there was a 27 plow and a 27 seeder, so why didn't it know this field? That's what I find interesting. Stop. Okay. Course generation. Field 27. We'll start from the current field position is fine. We'll do a headlands of, let's do 3 passes counterclockwise. Smoothing is fine. 12 meters is correct. We'll generate the course. There it is. Let's go back and we'll start at the first waypoint and drive the course. I don't know that I prefer how they did that with doing away with the sprocket for the course generation. That really was a lot more intuitive than looking for something printed. It was an icon right here. It's something you're going to use quite frequently, so I much preferred that it was there. The mini HUD, I have no idea what purpose it serves. Maybe they're still working out what it'll ultimately be. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with some of the changes they made. I'm not necessarily in favor of either of them so far. However, I did like the turn on field activated or deactivated being right in the beginning of the course planning. I thought that was very much worth having. Okay, we can bring the overheads down. Oh, ST max. Reaches trigger point. Now I'm not sure exactly why it left these patches. I think that had something to do with our calamity episode, if you remember that one. So we're just going to take care of these. Yeah, if you remember the calamity episode, which was the last one, where the harvester and the seeder collided. Basically, I couldn't stop it because I couldn't stop the Courseplay on this particular unit because I couldn't see my mouse. Somehow I'm going to have to, with the Courseplay, it's going to have to give you the option of changing the color and size of the mouse. Now this should be saved. Field 2 seeder, yes it is, so we can just clear this. We'll exit that. Actually, I can put him to work right away on field 5. We'll drop in, where am I here? Do I have a field 5 seeder? I don't see one. No. Okay, so we'll plot a field 5 seeder. Okay, so we'll go to here, course generation, 4 and 5, we don't need a headlands on this one, starting direction to automatic, everything looks good, up, down, generate the course, and we'll set for oilseed radish, which we have, we're set as a seeder basically. And we'll drive the course. stop that driver. Are you laughing at me yet? We don't need to go to oilseed radish simply because I've already stated it and forgotten everything I've been doing here. We can go straight to seed because it's already at 2 stages of fertilization. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's another thing that needs to be addressed. Oh my. It has forgotten my programming for Y is what we're after here. It has forgotten my programming for selecting the crop off my wheel. Oh, it's sugar beets. I'll tell you what, I'm going to plant a crop of sugar beets because I know that thing will do it. And if not, I'll just change the header on it. And I know that's not a multi-fruit crop. And I can take that mini HUD off too. Which is hiding where? It serves no purpose. It's just an extra bunch of print at the bottom of the screen, which really has no relevant information that I care to know about. So, okay, so we're starting at sugar beets, and we'll start at the first waypoint, and let's just drive the course. And like I said, I know that I can take the sugar beets off with that one. If not that one, just get a different header for it. He shouldn't have any issues there, I don't think. He is selected to turn on field, I believe. Yes, he is. Turn on field is activated. Okay, so let's leave him for now. Go check on our lime spreader here. Yeah, he's just transitioning from the basically from the almost from the third headland. He's not quite fit. He's just started into the third headland. He just transitioned from the second to the third there, rack over there. Now they say they've been working on leaving patches behind. So far I don't see anything, but that may or may not be true. So let's jump out and we'll go take a little sail around the field here. I wouldn't expect any, especially on a smooth and a nice wide open corner like that. It's actually been pretty good. I think where we'll really have the test as to whether or not that's working as they've now intended. Oh, there's a little patch left behind, but it's the up downs that I think that they were really focusing on, that it wasn't going to leave those, you know how we used to get those little wedgy angles at a regular interval in the up downs. Well, I think that they say with the latest iteration of the Courseplay that is now gone. Another little divot there in the smoothing. Anyways, we'll catch up with that one on the next episode, and we'll see how he did. And in the meantime, I am going to check for a updated edition of the multi-fruit, and I will also fix my wheel again. It's still a couple that they should be there, and I don't understand why they're not. Those controls shouldn't have changed whether I've changed windows around or not, because they were imported from a saved file. So I may yet have to double check that file. I know I've got another copy of it, and yeah. So if you enjoyed watching this, enjoy the banter, really enjoy watching the improved graphics, give me a thumbs up on your way out, and thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again on the next one. Bye for now.